Hey guys, Chad Morgan here. I'm going to speak to sort of my Facebook family because they may not know everything that's going on, but at least why they're getting all these shares and notifications and things are just blowing up on my feed. Just want to let you know that people from all over the world are spending 30 minutes of their life sharing for us. It is crazy what's happening right now. Like, I have never seen anything like this in my life. I've never have I experienced something like this. It is magical. It is bigger than us, what's happening right now. And I don't even know where to begin. I started writing notes of what I wanted to say, all the people I wanted to thank, and I just ran out of room. I had to throw them out and just speak from the heart. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Is I'm just going to speak from the heart right now. First of all, I had no idea that all of this was going to happen. This all came about really about a couple weeks ago when Michelle's naturopath, she's been dealing with health issues, and she has a fibroid that's been growing inside of her for a while, and she's been really low energy for a long time with anemia. She's had to get iron shots. So she's been visiting her naturopath on occasion, but just didn't think we could really do anything. So we kind of pushed it off as maybe it was a secondary, not so important matter to take care of, until the last time we went in. And Michelle's naturopath had felt a lump on her breast, which kind of pissed me off because like, I'm the one that knows Michelle's breast better than anyone, but whatever. And anyway, she had felt a lump and said, hey, you've got to get in and get this looked at. Like, it's important that you get in there, have this looked at. I'm really concerned with this. So scheduled a mammogram, and we just kept thinking maybe maybe it's just has to do with the fibroid. No big deal. Like, I'm the most positive person, one of the most positive people you'll ever meet. I've listened to so many positive mental attitude books on tape, like thousands of hours probably accumulated. I am the most positive person. I don't break. I have, I see through very rose-colored glasses, so everything's always going to be all right with me. But she went in and got the mammogram, and I remember I didn't go in with her because I had things to do, and I didn't know the level of seriousness it was at the time. But she went in to get the mammogram, and I'll never forget this. When something big happens in your life, like, you just don't forget it. It's like time. It's like that little piece of time just slows down, and everything is zoomed in and magnified, and you just remember where you were, what you were wearing, everything. And I remember I got a little text, and it was a little emoji with the crying eyes, and it was 3 of them, and I freaked. Just everything froze on me. I had to call her, say, what's up, what do you know, what's up, what do you know. I mean, I couldn't even let her get a word in edgewise. And basically she said that, hey, listen, this is serious. The doctor was very serious when he told me that he thinks this is a real issue, and they think there's something in the lymph node. You need to go in, you need to go get this looked at, you need to get a biopsy. And you just don't know what to do in those moments. Like, everything reprioritizes. Things that you thought mattered don't matter. And life changes like that. Just the wondering, the fear sets in. It's strong. Even for someone who's very positive, the fear is strong. It'll just grip you to your core and just changes everything. So we got right in to schedule a biopsy, and I just want to say something here. And there's a lot of people I want to thank. I mean, a lot of people. There's so you guys are amazing. But Sherry Matthews has been absolutely just amazing and giving of her time, and she works with patients. She's got a business that revolves around giving back to breast cancer survivors. It's pretty powerful, and she was just, I leaned on her, and she just spoke straight to me and said, you got to get in there. You don't put anything off. You need to get that biopsy. Get in there and get it done. So we had the biopsy, and they said the results were about a week away. Imagine that. Like, I'm trying to let you guys into my life. I mean, I know some of you are. Like, I'm not the only one here, obviously. There's a lot of people dealing with this stuff. But I want you to really just take a second and imagine yourself in that position with someone you love and care about very much, and they did a biopsy and they think that something's really serious. Like, what happens to you? And those 3 or 4 days, I mean, those 3 days, because it wasn't that long ago, I have my boys, half time, I have my boys with me, and we're not trying to tell anybody anything. And I'm like shopping in Fred Meyer's with my sunglasses on because I'm just crying. Every song like is like just has much more meaning to me than ever before. So fast forward, we're still talking to everybody. I'm researching. I'm staying up all night just to get caught up on what the latest cancer, you know, what they suggest doing for something like this. Like, what can we do? We're more kind of lean towards natural, so I'm just scrambling. You know, I know we don't want to do this. I know we should do that. You start doing some research, and you're going to spin yourself in a circle. I'm telling you, because it feels like this is the feeling. I want you guys to. I'm trying to convey the feeling. It's almost as if, and even though we still didn't know everything at that moment, it's almost as if there's a countdown timer, and you have hundreds of options, and a lot of them look good, and you're trying to decide which one do I do first because I don't have a lot of time. We have to go. This could be serious. So I'm staying up all night. I'm not sleeping. I'm not eating. I can't do anything. I'm a wreck. And taking notes, writing stuff down, doing the best I can. And finally, we just had to like give in and eat. You know, I'd read enough to convince myself at least that it wasn't anything, it was going to be okay. It wasn't anything serious. This stuff happens. It's probably hormone related. Let's just chill. I was able to get to myself to that point. And her naturopath, we're getting ready to make dinner, and so I'm making it, and then she's like, oh, my doctor's calling, which we weren't supposed to hear any results that soon anyway. So she goes into the bedroom, and I'm just finishing making dinner, and it's taking way too long in there for this phone call. So I quit making dinner, and I walk in there, I open the door, and Michelle's just shaking. Like, she's on the phone, she's just shaking back and forth, and she's like, it's cancer, it's cancer, it's cancer. And I'm just gonna get real with you guys. Like, I just pulled myself right up to the phone, I'm just listening, and she got off the phone, and she just was weeping because her doctor had said, imagine hearing these words, like, you have stage 3 cancer. It's extremely aggressive and very serious. We need to move on this as fast as we possibly can. I immediately got so hot. Like, I'd never heard anything like that. I'd never experienced anything like that before. There's been tragedies in my family, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. I literally just stripped out of all my clothes. I was so hot. And I was just laying in the fetal position, just crunched up, just not knowing what to do, just bawling my eyes out with just pain. And I'll tell you, I'm really proud of Michelle, because I don't know that if I could do what she's done. I had no idea that she was going to post any of this stuff on Facebook. I honestly thought she was documenting for YouTube and we were going to keep everything quiet. I knew that she had posted a couple things, but I didn't know she was going to like put it into a whole video and actually post this thing on social. I thought it was going to be our little thing. We were going to, I didn't know, like I just didn't know. So the next morning I get up and she'd posted that video. Like, I knew as soon as she heard that news, she raced out of here. She sat right in this spot right here and she made that video talking about, I mean, immediately after she got the results, she just wanted to capture that moment. I'm so proud of her. She's amazing. So the next morning, you know, sometimes you can sleep. I was able to get some sleep that night. I got a little bit of sleep, a couple hours at least. But when I woke up, I checked my Facebook like everyone does. And I saw that she had posted that video that she'd made right there, and everything became that much more real to me. Like, I just wept. I bawled because I don't want to hear that, and I don't want to post that stuff, and I don't even want to admit it, and I don't even like that dumb word. Put another word to it. Call it something else. I know there's a lot of people going through stuff. This whole thing is way bigger than just us. You guys are absolutely just amazing. I've never seen anything like this before. I mean, this is just the start of something bigger. talk about changing a whole industry. Look at this, man. We just got into the auto industry 3 years ago. This is mind-boggling. Glenn Lundy called me, or Sean Hayes actually called me up, and he said, "Hey, I saw Michelle's video, and I don't know if Lisa Copeland's got a hold of you or not, but we want to do something, and we want your permission. But hey, we might even do it without your permission." And for us, Michelle and I have this. Michelle, help! Our stand just blew over. Can you put that up? I'm glad it didn't fall all the way over. So we're not really we're not the good receiving kind of people. Like, we'd rather, it seems like sometimes it's easier to give than be on the receiving end of things. So it was hard. At first I just want to say, look, no, I don't want to do anything like that. I'd rather just keep it silent. Like, I wasn't expecting anything like this. I'd rather keep it down. But I got to thinking about this, and I thought, I'm gonna open my arms and just receive it. Let other people be blessed or encouraged to give. Whenever someone offers me anything, like, I've been working on this for a while, just being a better receiver. I don't care if I'm thirsty or not. If someone offers me a drink, I'm gonna take that drink. I'm gonna let them be blessed by helping me. Like, it feels good. You guys must feel amazing. Like, you guys should all be so proud of yourself. Like, it must feel so good what you're doing, and it feels good to receive. Like, it's amazing. And this is going to just translate into something even bigger. I mean, this is the start of something huge. We've made history. This is history in the making. It's never been done before. As far as my understanding is, this has never been done on Facebook. These people linked up, Facebook Live after Facebook Live, all sharing their heart. It's so uncomfortable to be on live. I'm a video guy. I don't like to be on live. I like to make like 100 cuts before I get it right, and be all polished and perfect. And you guys are just stepping up. For a lot of you, you don't even know us, and you're stepping up. You're getting out of your comfort zone. You're sharing. You're pouring out your heart. You're asking. You're being uncomfortable. You're talking about things that are not positive things that no one really wants to talk about. And you guys are doing all that. It is unreal what we have here. I really don't know what else to say, to be honest with you. Like, there's so many people I just want to thank, and it's all of you guys. There's some people that David Villa gave $5,000. There's other people in there that gave $5,000, $2,000, $1,000 to us. Even if you gave $5, this is incredible. It's changed me. These last few, I gotta make sure I watch the time. These last few days, like, I feel like I've changed more in this last week than I have in 5 years. Just all the emotions and trying to deal with the stress and, like, all these people. I've got three phones. They're all blowing up. Just people reaching out. What can we do? Hey, I have access. Talk about network. You should network. You should do your very best. I tell my boys this too. Do your very best to love on people, relate to people, try to be empathetic with people, get to know people, encourage people, be a leader, be confident. I don't care what else you learn in school. If you learn those things, you're going to do all right, because you're going to be able to network and get love back. And I feel like that's what we have, is we have like over the top love back towards us. And it's impressive. We have people that are ringing us up like, hey, if you need the best doctor, if you need the best radiologist, if you need to know information on this, if you need help with that, like, let us know. I feel like I could dial up 100 people right now for any one of those needs. It is powerful. Anyway, guys, I don't know what else to say right now. Like I said, I took a bunch of notes, and I don't know if there's anything else for me to say. What time is it? I guess I have 15 minutes here. What else can I tell you? Maybe I can, like, look at some of the stuff while I'm just chilling here. I mean, look at this. There's 60 people on here staring at me talking about this stuff. I tell you what, I met some amazing people. Everybody needs to know about the auto industry and what it's like now. Sean Hayes, like, was a year ago that Sean and I connected. I remember the very same day, the quick page video that I made for him saying, I would love to connect with you in some way. And I have to tell you, like, I know a lot of people. and I get around a lot of people and I get to know them. And a lot of times, you know, when you get to know somebody, you know, it's different than when you first maybe had a different impression of them. Maybe it was like, I don't know, like things change, you know, maybe they weren't who they said they were, they portrayed to be. I have to tell you, Sean Hayes is a genuine dude, and I know he gets praises from everywhere, but I've spoke with Sean a lot. I've been around with Sean a lot. I'm similar to Sean that I'm a very I'm attached to people. I'm emotionally, I can read people, I can sense people. I'm an empathetic person. Sean is a real deal all the way through. Like, he genuinely cares, and if he had more time, I guarantee he would be more involved in each one of your lives. And what's happening here is powerful. And the fact that he partnered up with Glenn Lundy, everything that guy, just talked to him today, I have to tell you, man, everything that guy does, if you think about it, what a great leader. Like, everything he does, he uses intuition, he moves quickly, things blossom. Everything he touches pretty much blossoms into absolute gold. So I just want to thank both Sean Hayes, Glenn Lundy, Lisa Copeland. Wow, I mean, I just I just met Lisa Copeland not that long ago, and she's been nothing but encouraging and wanting to help and just giving of her time. And she's a busy person. She's driving by at 100 miles an hour. Like, you're lucky to catch her, and she's been just all over, just giving and wanting to help and encourage. Ken Walls, he made the website. Like, all of a sudden there's a website up. I tell you, this whole thing is mind-boggling. Like, right now I'm looking at the top of my Facebook feed, and all I see is Michelle. It's tripping me out, to be honest with you. But have any of you guys ever seen anything like this before? Anybody? We got something big here, guys. Think about it. We're really only about a year into this whole movement. You know, I feel like the spark was, I know there was other people out there, but the spark was, Sean Hayes. Sean Hayes was the igniter. And then it just started to grow. Other people, like a Trace, like, you got the Dave Bensons, you've got, the Glenn Lundys, and all these other people that are starting to grow together and make something great here. And we're only about a year in. Think about what another year's gonna bring. We got something so killer here. We've got like serious momentum on our side. Like, this many people, what can't we do? If we all join forces, what's next, man? Bring it on. We got this. Very cool. Right? There's never been anything like this before, ever. I mean, I don't know. We don't know everything that's happening on Facebook, but I'm pretty sure that nothing like this has ever happened before. I don't know. And like the Ryan Smith, like you guys, and Luke dancing with the kids and people singing, and Megan, and it's unreal, right? Isn't it unreal what's happening? I've tried to watch everything. I did fall asleep. I'm gonna have to admit, like, I tried not to. I'm gonna be proud of myself. I'm gonna watch every single one. I'm gonna make it. But like, I literally just crashed with my phone on my face, like right before Sean got on this morning, and I didn't wake up for a couple hours. But I can't wait to go back and review those ones. I know I have one. I missed a couple from Lisa, but I've watched every single one of them. You guys just giving of your time, getting uncomfortable. Man, it's so impressive. Like, I bet this is just some momentum for you personally, right? To step out of your comfort zone in other areas, right? The fruit's out on the limb, where it's really scary, and Facebook Live's scary. Periscope trains, I don't really know Periscope that well, but you've seen something similar to like this. But imagine, like, you think about this, the kind of influencers that are on this feed here, and then they're maxed out on their friends, right? 5,000, plus they have thousands of people that are just following them, and the kind of far reaching this has, like, it would be cool to see it all graphed out, like how far reaching this whole thing is. It is absolutely amazing for people that are sharing this. And it just getting out and out and out and out and out. It is so cool. I'd be nice to be able to do this all day long for everybody. There's tons of people, even on our list. Like, everyone has other people on their friends list. Like, this isn't not really about us so much. I mean, I know it is. Like, we're blessed. Holy, this is incredible. But we got to somehow, like, just capture this moment and think, what else can we do with this kind of power? because this is powerful. This many people networking. Obviously, we can't do this all every weekend. There's got to be something we can do, though, man. There's got to be some way that we can just harness the power of this and just direct it whenever we want, like a fire hose. What else, you guys? What else can I share? Let me tell you kind of where things are going really quick here. Is that next? Here's why I think like I feel like I'm a spiritual person. Like I know that there's something more. Whether it's just me broadcasting this, I like to tell my boys to be open-minded and skeptical. That's me. Like, I don't judge anybody. I've been in every walk of life. Like, I'm just I'm open. You know, I'm open to where things are going with my belief. I keep it very open-minded. But I have to tell you, you know, however this is working, let's call it prayer, is that things have just lined up for us. And what I thought to be like this, you know, crappy medical system, which medical process, I thought in my mind, because I've never done anything like this before, was going to be like roadblock after roadblock trying to get phone calls happen. But everything has worked out. Like, one phone call has set up an appointment to us sitting down with somebody to like, hey, you're going to be, this is what you're going to do next. Everything has been just lining right up like it was supposed to. And next Tuesday, we go to see, and we still don't know the magnitude of this thing yet, but we go to see there's 4 doctors, and each one of them reviews all of her charts, all of her ultrasounds, all of the graphs, all the numbers and everything, her history basically. They review it solo, and then they come talk to us, and they gather more information. Each one by one, there's 4 of them. They spend the whole day doing this. And then they come, and then they get together after they're reviewed separately. They get together and they have a big powwow, a mind master session, a round table, and they talk over what they've seen, and they bring their best ideas to the table as to what to do next and how to go. So I think we're in really good hands. We don't know how big this thing is. There's what's called a PET scan that has to happen next, where they actually they do. I don't know if Sherry's on there; she could probably tell you all about this, but they actually like give your body something that that any sort of cancer like sucks up, and it shines like neon inside of your body. So it can highlight like other areas that cancer might be, and then that helps them to make a better decision on which direction to go after that. So you can imagine like there's still a lot of these unknowns and a lot of that just discomfort where you can't eat. Like, I have no appetite. It's the best diet in the world. I'll tell you, man. If you want to not eat, you know, this is, I mean, it's going to cost you, but anyway, guys, I think, I got 7 more minutes. Anybody else want to talk about anything? Anybody? I have no idea how much money is raised, but it was over like $25,000 or something like that. I mean, the things that we can do, $25,000 and we're not even 24 hours in. This is crazy. And the things that we can do with that, like, part of me just feels like we don't deserve it. You know, part of me just wants to somehow just give it away to someone else. Like, we don't deserve that stuff. $31,000. That is freaking crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But I mean, I'm ready to try everything. Heck, we'll throw our body in a freezer, one of those crypto things. We'll do the hypobaric. We'll eat whatever kind of berries. I don't know. We'll do everything we can. Like, bring it on. We'll do apricot seed. Man, you start doing research into this, and you're going to be able to, like, before you know it, you'll be eating like rat tails, and there's all sorts of crazy things you can try. For me, I'm like, I just want to try it all. But the thing, it's really interesting, the similarities between this and our startup. It's really interesting. Like, there's a million things to do. They're all important. There's a million things to do, and half of them are top priority. Probably a lot of you guys that run businesses can relate to something like this, but they're all at the very top of priorities. Now what you gonna do? How you gonna choose which one's the best one to do next? Because you're out of time. Anyway, guys, I think that's it. I'm over, right? 5 more minutes. I love you guys, man. This is amazing. one thing about this, and I feel like I've CBD oil. We got CBD oil. What else? Throw something else at it. You know, we're already piling up stuff to try. But here's what I feel like is, oh no, your phone's temperature is too high. Charging will continue and the temperature returns to normal. This might be just in time. It's 90 degrees in Seattle, which is nice. We all live for these summer days, but oh, it's getting really hot. I think I'm gonna shut down. It might shut down on its own. So, hey, I didn't bail out early if it shuts down. Anyway, guys, I love all of you guys. I'm gonna make another video just thanking each one of you guys, and personally, I can't wait to meet every single one. If you haven't met you, I can't wait to meet you and just give you a big bear hug. I'll tell you one thing that's different right now about me, like more than ever, is I honestly just feel so much compassion for people in general, not knowing what they have going on, because my head's been hanging low lately, you know, and the guy cuts me off. I'm gonna let him go. Maybe he's having a bad day, you know. Just everyone needs love, right? Kind of silly, but it's true, man. Everybody's going through something. It's not just us. Lots of people are going through stuff. Anyway, I love you guys. My phone is going crazy here. I keep having to close. Unable to charge. Your phone's temperature's too high. You don't see that pop up in Seattle too often. So, I love you guys a lot. Thank you so much. You're amazing.